Hello everyone, it is Friday and that means we're going due for some more story-driven games. And we all know that what this means for today. That means more Apollo Justice. And I have to apologize a little bit because I have to be chewing some gum because there's one so we love hot wings. But there's one detail I always forget about when we have hot wings in regards to the dip sauce that we make. Is that like so I make blue cheese dip sauce, and always like this strange feeling in our teeth afterwards. It's just, I think I actually know why now, because it's like milk and lemon in the same thing, and like cream and stuff. I don't know. It's super weird. It's like bleh. But it's tasty. It's just like, right, that's a thing afterwards. But you know. One does what as one must. But yeah, we have some Ace Attorney to play, loads of it. And I'm hoping to play through this entire case tonight. And it'll probably take a while because there's an investigation part and then there are two court case parts. And we just have to dive into it because this case, I think if I recall correctly, is a bit long. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I should have probably gotten the food before this started. Maybe. Oh, and as usual, I'm sorry for the noise from the outside, but it's 30 degrees here. We just can't not have the window open. It's so bloody hot. And then you have London, who's had 40 today or something like that. It's incredible. Hey, Apollo. What? Well, actually nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not. Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer. Well, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it? Score? Gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you. See? It's so vague. Clearly. Much you avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Although I can't say I'm any less confused about the whole case. Yep, and the victim, Mr. Latouche, who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating. Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Langlois told the whole court. I said I have an ambition, but I have a slight headache, so if I don't, manage, I will cut it quits early. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around. Yeah. What? He's some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will? I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he says. Top secret? Anyway, we can't just rely on him to save the day. And you got me to help you. We'll be fine. Fine. Right. Well, times are wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. That's the spirit. Much may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room. Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Much told by a can see. Ah, Machi! Speak of the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo. It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she's actually worried about me. Thinking about it, I think I might have forgotten the thing, but I will. So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by the trial. Hey, it's all's well ends well. I have to be more goal-oriented. If he's not guilty, we will win. No, if he's innocent, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. Huh? I'm glad Lamiroir testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darian of the Gaviniers, detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow the trial went at all, if no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just, I can't help but to feel that, I don't know. Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Burgundian. He doesn't speak English. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or maybe it's scared. Because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see, but what if that's not all he lied about? If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. I think it will take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see, and Lamiroir can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Lamiroir dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. Lamiroir said she's never forgotten the voice, right? That's so cool. I guess? What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they called. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even? You bet I did! He's one of the Gaviniers guitarists after all. He's so cool! Oh, right. All the Gaviniers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Miss Latours backstage. But Lamiroir heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right? always either the wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent. I was wondering, what is an Interpol anyway? Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals. Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name? Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lanroy? What? Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be. Don't be fooled by appearances, is all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palm coin at 50 paces. Because Ace Attorney. Pigs! I just noticed. I don't forget things all that often, do I? If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something to do with... if it was something that has something to do with something. That's something being our case. The last something, I mean. Something like that? Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. Almost must know who it's up to. Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me! I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that! Wherever the mundane gives way to miracle, a world is whispered. Grammary. Hey! The other day! We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that? It's you! Uncle Valent! Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, silly. It's a great grammary. Valiant grammary. Valent grammary. The Grand Magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valent Grammary, as seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you have grown. Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. Well, I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So, be quick with your questions. And do not quake or quiver, I am quite tame. Though my shadow may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, that's true. Wait, what? Sudden apocalypse bomb your mom dropped on you? Should I be worried? For your sake? That is something of apocalyptic proportions, yes! What year is it again? Oh, right, it's 2020. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure is lost in our magician in the making. She's actually drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean my real daddy. Trucy's real father? Once upon a time, the troupe Granomir included 2 Grand Magicians. myself, Valant Grammary, and my partner, Zach Grammary. And this Zach was? He was my real daddy. And here, if I recall correctly, is the callback. No, it's not. Never mind. It is not. Let's see. Pig's rent incoming. Wow. Trucy's father, a magician? Well, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, she is adopted. Yeah, especially Pearls. I think Pearls would like throw a fit if she knew about that. If Mr. Nick had a daughter. And there's no point in talking about it, not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I got my daddy after all, and my ear itches like a ton. What is it, Pigs? What is it? And you make me laugh, Apollo. Yes, Pigs, it is. Glad that I'm not good for comic relief, at least. Not that I see Daddy around much these days. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammary. Troop Grammary? No. Wait, what? Which fair are you talking about now? But that does sound kind of familiar. Oh, lost life! Lamentably listless lad! To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet! Valant Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard of the name! He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park! Oh, and he made all the gold disappear from a safe. And escaped from a high security prison! You said he's a magician? I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. It is a true miracle of true grammary. Oh, is it that bad? It's a
But I figure.
I guess I need some more lemons here. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you're right about that. Wait, what, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary. Yes, Zach. Zach Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Poor Trucy. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way! I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visits. Reasons? Two, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valant. I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? Yeah, that is true. When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did. Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My only reason for coming here was this. That's a videotape? Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Truth Grammary. Will you watch it? That might have something to do with pigs, sort of. Oh, gods. Yeah, isn't court trial, like, court proceedings cool, fun, interesting? Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious? There are some more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Ah ha 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 ha. This Valiant Grammary has good reasons to be here today, but I wonder what his reasons were on the day of the concert. No, not move. So, I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamoureux vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that? Well, I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen that I didn't even notice. So young, so to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand, a petit prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at the concert. Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it's all done. Of course! I am like a deity, with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. Upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. Am I the only one who just like struggles to make like, you know, make this make sense? Like from a grammar standpoint? Like, what? Flooded boards that grasp tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now! Juicy? That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it is not. May not. For my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also, now what? Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience. Oh, don't even ask, and I won't even answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on? I, Valant Grammary, now make my leave, Miss Chusey. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valant. You should stay a while. I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall, so I shall slink back to the sea. So you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call upon me, come to the Colosseum. See you later, crocodile. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked through the door. Normally. Well, there we go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right. Valid Grammary. I had a few more things I would like to ask him. Foremost amongst them, a bit of magic that made Lamiroy disappear. And how he knows Chusey and her real father. Apollo is so nosy. Whoa, what a great day! It's a perfect weather for sleuthing. But the weather matters for an investigation? Don't some days just feel magic days or defense days? Sure. Let's get started, shall we? Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo. What stuff? Your voice training! This is the perfect place for it! I did enough at home, thanks. There's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it to the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I'm a lawyer. Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Apollo is just a mood. It's like such a downer. Mr. Attorney. Lamira! I'm sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though, it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh! You must have great ears! I guess I'd heard a crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday, but how? That was quite a statement you made in court today. About hearing Darian Crescent's voice from this at the scene of the crime? I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. I'm just gonna keep like chugging this lemon water. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That's when I heard his voice. I'm guessing that Darian and Mr. Latouz was talking about something. The next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined a gunshot might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice she heard. I now have lemon juice on my hands. Great job, me. Yeah. The claps. Nay. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as La Miroir. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia, and he was playing the piano. Yes, he was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? Ah, no, that wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He's a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what he means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You had no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I came La Miroir. I awoke from the darkness. Into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it you said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming La Miroir is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might have been related to this case? No way! That seems unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, La Miroir. I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. We took a look at your performance again. It was better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When it teleported from one stage to the other, remember? Ah, yes. Apparently they had hired a professional magician. Valant Grammary. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammary made me swear never to tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. Ah, I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking in this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. I'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when you see him. Yes, that is best. Thank you. So, can I put it on? Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff is wearing one of these headsets. That might warrant some further inquiry. Can I ask you about this headset, La Miroir? You said that all concert staff was wearing one, right? That is correct. You need them in order to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all the band members too, I should think. So, Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them too, then. They are quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal will interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this lying here? That song, isn't that the one Lamiro was singing? Yeah, you're right. The Guitar Serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. I'd come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing a ballad, rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh! That's right. I was a magician, wasn't I? It is picked, yes. Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is, Uncle Valen. What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I have inspected my equipment of illusion to make sure nothing is amiss. Miss. An Laminoir teleportation illusion. Oh! Should anything go wrong, it will reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo! Maybe Uncle Valen can shed some light upon the whole thing for us. I was wondering about the show The Night of the Murder. Laminoir's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song he said, "Make her disappear. Like a dream." Like a dream? Hello, Farewell. Best girl. Yet, what can I work on? A stage meant for musical endeavors. There are none of the convenience of a stage built for sorcerer's acts. It was a challenging task, so I accepted. Yes, this mug is so great! It is so great! Oh, by the way, have you seen the other thing we got? We haven't, like, we got the Nico plushie. I noticed you had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I am a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for time and place. Oh, and this mug will go, like, you know, light up if I put hot liquids in it. Now, because of that murder, all eyes of the nations are on the concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of the troop Granamir is concerned. So, you were checking on your trick to make sure it went well? And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. Troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go there and check myself, thanks. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Or everyone tells him that and he makes good guesses. That was 20 years ago. a young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifi Grammary. Possessed or some shit. It was he who began the great troupe Grammary. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every television there was. Oh, Tendo has been so gracious as to fetch the adorable. Look at it! Look, Farnwell. Oh, and apparently, like it even has magnets to hold the lamp or light bulb. They aren't too strong though. I wish the mice were a bit stronger, but we just had to, you know? You can bap her if you want, Pix. Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes? Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen is a barren waste, stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all of your shows. Like the one in the park, down at the supermarket. When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you're in trouble. We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity and onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grammary, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean, yes, Zach Grammary. Choose his father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Grammary in show business circles. None. I will see us return to that glory. I, Valiant Grammary. Wait, Farron wants to join us in Minecraft or Pix should join us in Minecraft?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Farewell. I'm doing an act here, you know? Like trying to make voices sound unique. Our founder Magnifi Grammary was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. He made... Your teaching job has tainted you. I haven't made the whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zack were the shining stars in the Grammary crown. Cool, huh? And Zack Grammary was my daddy. Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Grammary, who brings the Grammary miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trucy, you can't grow up quick enough. I need your skills by my side. One skill coming up. How did you manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly at all the time? So, the piano. Tenho, that is playing Fire Emblem, not Fire Emblem. Hello, Callie. Welcome. But yeah, Tenho, it's not Fire Emblemating. It's playing Fire Emblem. Yes, Pix. Good, good, good. That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. You should get Mr. Roy to teach you sometime. No, good. He can't play either. How are you all? How did the Chillcraft go? Have you changed these stats? I mean, I have checked on. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, that's that. I have looked up on things on the thing, like whatever you did, but I haven't seen like anything else. Although, do you like TC does deserve some good like whaps over the head because I am not a klutz, damn it. I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Of course you are.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of Prodigy. Ah! Did you make that noise just now? Let me try that again. You know, I think something is stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Look! This was stuck between the strings. Looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. This switch, sitting here, tempting me to push it. Don't. You might blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. You think that every strange switch triggers a bomb? That kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times. Alright, choosy PI, please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. See? As I said, TC needs some good whapping over the head with a rolled up newspaper. A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. Yeah, TC is right. You're not the only one. A boot to the head? I mean, a roll of newspaper works better, but we all have the BAP emotes, so let's BAP. BAPs are good. But yeah, no one is safe. Guess who is here? Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me 1 second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouz left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Oh. Airheadedness stat. I mean, Tenho's ditzy / airheaded stats would show up as error, so I guess. Now we know that Miss Latouche was really an Interpol agent. We wouldn't have found that out without you. Suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. He said it was my reward. Okay, Leaf, take care. But you won't escape. There is no escape. Munch, 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 munch. There is no escape from Emma Sky. Are chocolates Naku's popular Dallas precinct or something? Munch, munch, munch. I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest, you're not going to find many clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? No! No, I'm not Klutz! I'm at my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, it's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that this little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious in that we know that he can see. He could have seen the air duct, he could have shot the revolver. But that's how it sounded in Lamua's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? Hmm? That's right! Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing for once in this bloody country? No, TC. I am pure and wholesome. I'm not lewd. I'll pretend I didn't hear any of that. Was that true, what you said in court today?
You didn't hear any of it, you read it.
You know about the case? About everything was happening according to those song lyrics. The guitar serenade, you mean? I found a link, you know. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then lava flew through the air. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with a guitar. Well, 30 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know! And I found it! You think the same person did all of this? Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You think that I did it? Sometimes I worry about that girl. So, what did you find? So little, it's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? It's part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from it as from the end looks familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a beetle? like on a cell phone. This device must have been using the electronic signal somehow. Hello, Kaimo. How are you doing? An electronic signal, you say? So let's present the Switch. Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. Transmitter? You press this switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Youch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! Hey, what's the big idea? Well, now I know what this is. An igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose, at least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo, let's ask Emiya more about the Switch. Now she has some first-hand experience. I'm doing quite well. Except for the heat. It is bloody hot. It's like 30 degrees here. So yeah, it's nice and warm. Boiling, in fact. Yes, we have Nico plushie. Hello, Posy. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you? You are the one holding it. There's enough sparks flying around here with the two of you talking. I love this plush. Nico is sitting in the living room on the couch, normally sitting on the couch. Spicy chicken nuggets, spring rolls, lettuce chips, some sweet potato chips, some salad bits. Tasty. Now I know that this is a remote for an igniter. Let me see that for a second. TC, just so you know, Kaimo is an affiliate and she has all 5 affiliate emotes unlocked. Unlike me. Heck, she got the affiliate before me too, if I recall. Yes, she does stream. She hasn't streamed in a while though, because she's been busy, but yes, she does stream. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lamiwa's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. That is right, Pix. It would also looks like it also would cover the stage. Kinda seems unlikely that anyone would use this on stage. Guess I'd better get on with my investigation. We're off to look for clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing that this thing, what is this thing is now. I'd look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to know a bit more about the igniters myself. There's nothing else to do right now, I think. No, nothing here. What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darian! That old hag opens her pipe hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't even let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. We'll just have to deal with it, you know. And I'm sorry, Kaimo, that you will probably have to put up with TC when you start streaming again. You just roll with it. I'm sorry. Then Gavin had to go rub the salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid. I wouldn't say he's a shithead. He's an asshat, not a shithead. Incidentally, he just admitted that himself. So, about your alibi, you have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And we found Mr. Latu's dead. I got about 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else? Thanks, little lady. See? The whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It was Lamora's fault. She also said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. There were 2 bullet holes on the wall, yes, Pix. There are 2 of them. How could you possibly identify me? No. Okay, I'm fine. They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I'm gonna lie low till the suspicion is clear. What suspicion? He can't be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but as straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You're whining all this day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? But he's just a perfectionist, that's all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all their albums. The band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The date on the victim should be coming from Interpol. Let's see. Yep, there is that. I mean, I'm all about friendly banter, you know? I don't mind friendly banter. I duke it out with the rest of them, you know? Gotta be, if I can't, like, you know, dish it out, and, how can I, like, you know? If I'm dishing it out, I should also be expecting to take it, you know? Hello, Van! It's, you know, it's just like, you know, we all pat Mina because we're all friendly, you know. Normally I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell them I wanted to that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You didn't think I did it, right? Well... Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on the stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore. Alright? Yes, Choosy, let's not. Like, she looks super concerned here. Like, yeah, let's not talk to the creepy man. I agree, Trucy. No, don't, Dow, don't. Oh, speaking of hair, I have considered a thing, trying a thing with my own hair. I have considered, like, dyeing it white. Or maybe just parts of it white, I don't know.
This all started with an image, and she was like, "Is this? Are you telling me to dye my hair white?" And I'm like, "Maybe."
It's like a white streak or like white tones. I don't know.
White tips.
White tips.
That would look rather cool. Like that image you sent, you know.
Yeah. I have never dyed my hair, so it will be interesting. My hair has always been this black, luxurious and elegant, refined. You know? Detective Darren Creshan. Here's one stone I'd leave unturned if I have a choice. So we're going to Gavin's office. So this is it? The Governor's head office. It's not a band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that is why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, I guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind a bookshelf, real quiet like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'll just be waiting. Quietly. So he didn't notice. What if he heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag. Your hair is multicolored by default. It is. Like, it changes colors depending on where the light shines on it like crazy. Like, it can be rather bright because of certain things, or it can be super dark. It is like... and even without light, just turning your head slightly makes the hair change color.
It's really cool when I'm at the hairdresser and she's just fixed my hair. And then, you know, I just see my hair from behind. It's like dark streaks all over it.
Catfish mermaid vibes intensify. How so? What? A replica? So, why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Bourguignons, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It is times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hiya. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough to hear in the world in any case. Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, what have you come? Who have you come here to see? Huh? Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom? What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? You can refresh the Twitch in the meantime while you're getting food pics. Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yes! I always read the TV section. Ah, good girl. How about you have forehead? I read the funnies. Then you will not have seen this. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It is not a show, it's an article. News, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you can sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Paul's idea? Hey! Is that a newspaper over there too? Ah, yes, the Bohemian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
The Virginian Daily Bugle? What did you
Bugle. Bugle. Whatever. The Daily Bugle. Literally, what is Sir Jameson? Like, James Johnson, like the head of? The Daily... I could never remember. It's been so long since I read Spider-Man or heard like Spider-Man and stuff like that. Daily Bugle. Whatever. Thanks, but I can't read Virginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice to say, this is a big news over there as well. Thought they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics of To My Song. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'll just say bugle. Bugle. Is that bogle? Oh, bugle. Ah! It's a weird word. Strange noises. Probably no one in Virginia could believe it. It is probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think myself. Lamiro's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I imagine. But it's well had Darian step down from the investigation for now. Yeah, we ran into him mopping in front of the Coliseum. Lamira was my invited guest, so it's a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case quickly if possible. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. You co-wrote it with Lamira, if I remember correctly. That is right. It was last year. I've gone on tour to Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lamira's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk to her. I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think it's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she likes the work I did, and she wrote a song right there backstage. Matty on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on guitar, a guitar that I borrowed from La Miroir. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. It is a memory I hold dear. The song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump, it's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not pretty charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burned guitar. I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? I never guessed that it wasn't that wasn't the end of it. A specialist analyzed the guitar incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? It didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results came up were intriguing. Celebrate boiled eggs, spicy chicken nuggets, little kebab sausages, duck spring rolls, lamb kebab meat. Whoa. That's quite a list. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting of a woman like La Miroir. Spicy thinks it's amazing. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. Imagine how much I enjoyed playing it that night. And she made it a present. So, this guitar is from Virginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in La Miroir's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout. Oh, rum and coke. Rum and coke is delicious. That's not sketchy at all, kind of boy. I think he's on a special case. Such a valuable guitar. Too bad it was burned. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an extra examination of the guitar? That's right. What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Oh, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case for now. However, he'll be checking out this out once he's finished with everything else. Now, doesn't that look familiar? Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why? That looks like the exact same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene in Lamoureux's dressing room. Detective Sky found it actually. At the scene of the crime? Oh, what could that mean, I wonder? What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. That's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic adjustable office. I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No. I merely realized the futility of an explanation. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption. Do you think a rock star could afford a fresh stick? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That is no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, nor should I. What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call. Possibly Galvin. Does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Who? Us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one who was digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. Ah, to tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it is a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. There's a lump? Would you mind telling us what you know about it? This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. He's apparently a replica of something. Yes, Apollo is a player character. A replica? It's a small lump, about an inch and a half long. We analyzed it, but there is not much to say, other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was used in identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean, whatever Mr. Latouche was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you can just say so. I'm on a request to Interpol via my contacts in Bohemia. But apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh? Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Bohemia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamoureux's manager, just to come to this country to find more about this lump? And he died for it. I have sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamoureux. Perhaps he knows something about it, being a Bourguignon. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by our forehead. Thanks? Why? You gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I have never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It is a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, hmm? I guess I gotta hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Miss Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right. I've been thinking here, Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them are simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I want to try at least to remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That is why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Ah! Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. That's pretty simple too. Now if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Another time perhaps? There, pigs. There. Oh, it's you. You came at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? Either of you know where La Miroir is? Well, we saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Yeah, that's strange. What is strange? I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office. La Miroir's missing? This prosecutor is a goddamn flip-flop. Hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she is blind and all. Yeah, I'll help you look for her. Great, thanks. Oh, and the look in the background here, I just thought I'd point it out. So here's a blue badger. Here's some more things. And I don't know what that is, but yeah, the blue badger. You will never escape the blue badger. This place is deserted. I wonder where La Miroir went off to. I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful. I guess, but I can't help but to worry about her a little. Huh? The stage is pitch black. The power breaker must be up for this section. Great. I'll go get someone. Yikes! It was really dark out there. Dark? That's all La Miroir has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? Hey, Apollo. Huh? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something has changed? Changed? I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. Now it's bugging me too. What is she talking about? So, can any of you see what's changed?
I never really paid attention to the images, so I can't.
Actually, while this is all while you're playing Spot the Difference using memory, I'm going to go quickly to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a second while you figure this out. All right. So let's see if anyone has seen it. Let's see. Using memories, not boneless chicken. Spicier than expected. Spicy things is delicious though. We had hot wings, as I said today, with some wonderful. You were too busy burning. It's this like base case here, and also yes, I have some more chocolate. Chocolate. Hey, that case wasn't that open before? I guess someone closed it. Wait, look, where the case closes. Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Let's open it, Apollo. Ah! La miroir! La miroir! Emma! We have to get Emma. Lambda was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. And we recognize this scene. Emma, how's La Miroir? Is she okay? Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure. So, she's okay? Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her just before it was too late. That's good to hear. So what happened? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead. By who? We don't know. But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her. How could she not see? Oh! Right. Would you like to see her now? Is that alright? She wants to thank you for saving her life. La Miroir! Ah, Mr. Attorney. You were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened? It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone who'd come to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room. You were hit? I knew. That very moment I knew. That assailant was trying to kill me. Ah! It was lucky for me that the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet, I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I have overheard maintenance people talking. The power of this to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work. Ah! Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid. So that the assailant couldn't see you? Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Yeah, fuck that guy. Do you have any idea who might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whomever it was, they had not said a word. It's too bad. Yet, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whomever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She is sharp. And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo. So that means that likely an adult and probably a man. Could it be him? But why would anyone attack you, La Miroir? The detective asked me this too. And to her, I gave the same answer I gave to you. I do not know. Lamira, I wanted to ask you about this. Do you know what this is? This? This is what? Mr. Latouz was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after? You know, his secret identity. His undercover, as an undercover agent. So that is what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Burgundian cocoon. Hey, she can touch. Or rather, a convincing replica of thereof. Hey Tom, what does this say? Oh, good point. Oh, Toph is a treasure. A little rough around the edges, but a treasure nonetheless. And if you who are looking at this show here haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, you should. It is amazing. It is genuinely one of the best shows ever made. But you will ignore The Legend of Korra. It is trash. She's a singer. Korra is good. I really don't like Korra. It's just... no. I don't like Korra at all. Why haven't I heard of a Burgundian cocoon before? Why would he have been carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir? I wonder. Korra does one thing really well though, I think. It makes a a very good non-bender villain. I can't remember the name of them, but
Korra does something really, really well. It riles up the fan base and makes a shitload of art.
yeah, I mean, I do like the fan art that comes out of Legend of Korra. I will be honest, no bias or anything like that. I can assure you. Sokka wasn't. I mean, sure. I mean, you also have Ty Lee and May. They were amazing. Ty Lee and May are amazing, but they were more like sidekicks. You know? Yeah, Seaworm. Well, they call it Burgundian. Where's my mouse there? It must only be found. It must only be found in Burgundia. For certain, all in Burgundia know of these. It's a cocoon, so did you get silk from it? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. She said all of Burgundia knew of these. She is a singer, and that is her, like, singing, like attire, like her costume for singing. That's her thing, you know, branding. There's one fact I do know about the cocoon though. Something all in Burgundia know. What is that? The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will most assuredly be put to death. To death? Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there's a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. Oh. I mean, that's more like a veil, TC. Tracking down a Burgundian cocoon smuggling. Smuggling? This is simply hanging veil, so. Yum. Chocolates are good. It seems that I was marked. Marked? Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. Fair enough. I have actually, like, I have done song with like a full cover plastic mask on my face. That was unpleasant. You know, like well, those Guybrush masks, I think it was. They just double check. Whatever it was. I can't remember the name of them, but you know, like those, like kind of like porcelain masks. I think you have found your pet peeve for this series. I began to travel around the world. Ah, so you could have brought these Burgundian cocoons with you. On my trips? Yes, that was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Burgundy is a small sheltered country. But many of our people venture into the outworld outside. So that is why they suspected you. But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Burgundian, was he? He was an Interpol agent. Which means... What, Apollo? Well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Supposedly Burgundy is like a small country in northern Europe. If I recall the lore of the game correctly, supposedly. Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion? Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lamoureux marked. It couldn't be her. Huh? There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamoureux. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Burgundian. Apollo? Will you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Huh? Where are we going? Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Oh, pigs. Get some yogurt. Wait, what? That's terrible bone. Wait, you don't have a like have a bone in your throat, do you? Or something? Just spice. If you have yogurt, I suggest yogurt. Yogurt is a little bit better than just milk. Vodka and whiskey have no carbs. Yes, that is correct, Posy. Whiskey is my drink of choice while on the LCHF diet. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi. Could you interpret for us, Lamoureux? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk about to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Low to no carbs BS for a few days. Hey, Tenno and I are always going on low carb. So drinking it is. So, whiskey is definitely very good for like most hard liquors, distilled liquors work that aren't like not rum. So whiskeys work, cognac works, tequila works, things like that. Akivit works. I have researched this for reasons. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I've completely fooled myself. Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... if I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Let's see. Okay, so for artificial sweeteners on the LCHF, there are a bunch of things you should avoid, really. But there is a sweetener called erythritol, something like that. Tenno has the full long down on that, which is what we use for sweetener. It has like a kind of metallic flavor, but so it needs a little bit of something else. Just like things like there's stevia. It needs there's like 0.3% stevia compared to erythritol. I think it was we came from like arrived at something like that. That's what we use. Hey, you got a reaction, a big one. Machi, you didn't. Chus and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please, tell me what this is all about. Lamroy, please interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it. Okay, so as I said, pigs, yogurt or like crème fraîche. Crème fraîche is actually better if you don't have yogurt. If, like, I hope you have, but yogurt, like one of the yogurt or crème fraîche or sour cream. One of those three are the best ways to alleviate like capsaicin from your mouth. Lemon and lime also work. He asks you to wait, do not be so hasty. Machi! Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. How do you tell us about it? Very well. Hello, Mina! And by extension, Mayui. Hello to both of you. How are you today? And how have you had a good day? Apart from, you know, boiling hot! Oof. It's still boiling here. What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incurities. So what are you having, Mina? Hello, Mayuri. So what is the food? You know, we all want to know. That's how it usually is. A cure for inchuritis? Oh yes, shurima is tasty. But if it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine. Yeah, there's also that. Mayuri, you were the chosen one. You're supposed to fix Maya's sleep cycle, not leave it in darkness. I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is, a cure. Missile 2 was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi? Machi, you weren't. He could be a smuggler, he's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, I have a copy. I have to get a copy of that security tape camera. Camera tape. Well, Machi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. First he plays blind, now he plays dumb. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal from its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. Let's see. A healthy sleeping cycle is important. That's right. It's punishable by death. About the case? What about the case? Can you also tell us about Latu's death? This meeting isn't over. Darian! What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't even over yet. Has a call from Machi in the Virginian embassy. From the Virginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call him back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. Darian, wait! I never liked you. Either of you. Huh? He's a dick. Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. Apollo! And there can only be one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me? Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow in court. We have spent 2 hours getting to this point. And we have 2 sections in court to go. Yeah, we're probably not finishing this today if like this is going anywhere the way I thought it would. There's quite a lot to this this examination here, I think. So I'm thinking of actually cutting it on Ace Attorney here right now and doing the entirety of the court section next time. And instead, like, sit back and do some Minecraft now. And
is this because you saw me doing it?
Not really, but I would like to do the entire court section in one go. Yes, I think I will. So, YouTube, you will have to tune in next time for the next thing. So I'm gonna be cutting the recording right here. Take care.